what do you understand or what do you mean by the term environment? Environment is nothing but, it is nothing but surroundings of an organism. So anything that surrounds us is nothing but environment. So if we simply talk about environment, so the word environment has been derived from a French word. So the French word that is environner, it has been derived from a French word environner, which further refers to surround, which further refers to surround. So from this etymological perspective, we can say that anything that surrounds us is nothing but environment. Is that clear? So anything that surrounds us in the sense, for example, if you take up this classroom, so in this classroom itself, there are so many students with you. That means if you consider yourself as an organism like human, so there are so many humans. And can you expect some microorganisms like virus, bacteria or fungi in this classroom? So they are also there with you. And can you expect that there are some non-living things like, for example, podium is there, chairs are there, like board is there, so all such kind of things. Light is there and air is there, gases are there likewise. So there are so many things that are surrounding, that surrounds an organism. So all those living as well as non-living things that surrounds an organism, that refers to the environment of an organism. What are the basic components of environment? Yes, good. So biotic and abiotic components. Okay. So here, okay. So if we take an organism, if we take up an organism, so every organism will have some of the living things as well as some non-living things that surrounds him, that surrounds it. So surrounding an organism, can you see some plants? Okay. Can you see some animals? Yes. Can you see some birds? Can you see some insects? Can you see some microorganisms or microbes? Okay. So if you assume yourself as an organism, so we can see all of them surrounding that us. So then if you take up another side, there can be some non-living things. So non-living things. So can you say some of the non-living things that surrounds an organism? Yes. Yes, air. Good. So first thing is air or gases. We can have air or gases that surrounds us. Okay. So then yes, good. So water and water bodies. So sunlight and temperature. Can you see? And then what else? Yes. So can we see soils plus rocks? Okay. And then can you see some minerals and chemicals? So we can see all such kind of things that surrounds an organism. So all of them together, they would be known as these surroundings, and they are nothing but various components. So if we look at these things, one thing that is common with this thing is that they are all living components. Okay, so they are all life. They are all have life. So we can say them as living components, living things, and these are all non-living things. They are all non-living things. So all the living things are regarded as the biotic components. So they are all nothing but biotic components, and they are nothing but abiotic components. Okay. So in this manner, if we look from the definition of environment, so in simple manner to say, in other manner to say, how we can define environment means all the biotic as well as abiotic, all the biotic as well as abiotic components that surrounds an organism and which have the potential to influence an organism, which has the potential to influence an organism. So we are saying that they are not only surrounding, so they are just surrounding plus they have the potential to influence. So what do you mean by potential to influence? Now, you just take up an example of, let's say, sunlight or temperature. So can you see that some animals would be active during the daytime, and some animals would be active only during the night time, and some animals will feel like they will respond to the temperature, like for example in summer some organisms will have some of the responses, so they will have likewise. And in all the manners, so all the biotic components as well as the abiotic components will have a kind of influence over the organism. Okay, so that is one thing. So this is how we can define. So in this manner, how we can say that environment is nothing but the sum total of all the biotic as well as abiotic factors that surrounds an organism.